Those temples clinging to sheer cliffs, hanging in midair in Black Myth Wukong. You think it's a modeler's wild fantasy? No. A temple truly suspended in the air is fixed to the cliff of Mount Heng in Hunyuan, Shanxi, and has been for 1,500 years. A temple suspended in midair, clinging to a cliff for 1,500 years. Black Myth shows you the real Shanxi. This stop, the Hanging Temple of Mount Heng. The far north of Shanxi, Hunyuan and Datong. On the western cliff of the Jinlong Gorge of Mount Heng hangs the Hanging Temple, built straight into open air. The Hanging Temple was first built in the late Northern Wei, about 1,500 years ago. It clings to a hollow in the cliff of Mount Heng's Kuping Peak, suspended in midair, some 58 meters above the valley floor. A sheer drop below, an overhang above. Those daring cliff-hanging halls in Black Myth carry exactly this kind of suspended nerve, and the Hanging Temple is the single most unbelievable structure in all of Chinese architecture. Why hasn't it fallen in 1,000 years? The secret isn't that row of red pillars below. Many are decorative, some barely touch the ground. The real load bearers are a dozen odd cross beams of cedar driven deep into the rock, using the cliff itself as their foundation to hold up the whole complex. Its siding is just as ingenious. Tucked into a recess in the cliff, the jutting rock overhead shields it from wind, rain, and harsh sun. 15 centuries of storms, and it hasn't shifted a hair. Strangest of all is its Hall of Three Religions, the Buddha, Laozi, and Confucius, the three sages of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism, seated together in one small hall for 1,000 years. Such openness is rare in all of China. Li Bai once wrote "magnificent" on the cliff below, and the traveler Shuxiaqi called it one of the world's great wonders. Hunyuan lies at the foot of Mount Heng, in the Datong Basin, at the upper reaches of the Sangan River. It was Mount Heng's sheer cliffs and solid rock that gave the Hanging Temple both the nerve to stand and the fate to survive 1,000 years. One temple suspended nerve, wisdom, and tolerance in midair. The Hanging Temple is the legendary stroke in Chinese architecture where peril and craftsmanship intertwine. A bowl of Hunyuan liangfen, smooth cold jelly noodles with crisp lotus beans and chili oil, the signature of the home of liangfen. A pot of Mount Heng astragalus mutton soup, medicinal astragalus and nourishing lamb, a warming tonic at the foot of the frontier mountain. In Hunyuan Yumian Kao Lao Lao, rolled oat flour tubes dipped in sauce, chewy and filling, a home staple. 1,500 years of wind and rain, and this temple in midair still holds firm to the cliff of Mount Heng. Black Myth made the world look up at it again. The boldest suspension, the cleverest load-bearing, our ancestors had already hung it here 15 centuries ago. Maybe the next person to stand in the valley and look up is you. A sheer cliff, three faiths suspended as one. There's far more of Shanxi to see. Next stop, we keep going.